Hey everybody, Keith Tankers here. I am looking over the Mortal Online 2 Mastery System in all its entirety on the public test beta right now, and I thought you might want to see it too. Henrik did a very quick job on stream going through this, so I thought I'd do a more thorough job in case you wanted to see what was here, at least in its first iteration, and not download the public test beta yourself. I know a lot of people that watch me came here from Reign of Guilds. Mortal Online 2 is kind of the original game in that genre. It's a really great game. I'm currently playing it. And formerly you could get to level 20, and now with the mastery system, you can take your character even farther. So let's dive in. And again, this is the human version. If there's a lot of interest, I will make 3 other videos for the other races as well. Since I'm gonna do that, let's go over the stuff that I don't believe is human specific. First off, from here, you can get more action points, 2 more action points, then 4 more action points, then 2, then 4, then 10, then 20 profession points, 2 action points, 4 profession points, 2 action points, 4 profession points, 2 action points, 4 profession points, 10 action points, 20 profession points, 2 action points, 4 profession points, 2 action points. Wow. 4 profession points, 2 action points, 4 profession points, 2 action points, 4 profession points, 12 action points, 24 profession points. So that's a good amount. That's a nice little bump. That's definitely going to give people some more flexibility in their build. So that's really nice. Now, the rest of how this works is down here, these seem to be all human specific, so I'm going to do this last. Okay. But I believe these apply to everybody. So to start, strength. One more strength. Let's go down first. More melee damage bonus. And again. And again, and again, and wow. And okay, now we're doing pierce damage, pierce damage, pierce damage, pierce damage, pierce damage. I'm trying to get this out of the way of my dumb camera. Pierce damage, that's again pierce damage, and pierce damage. And that is pierce damage. So that's, all this is down here is pierce damage. Okay. There was this is gonna be hard because it's kind of like zooming in funny. This is where we split off. This is probably the same idea, right? Slash, 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 slash. Okay, it's all slashing damage. This one is blunt damage. Okay. So you can get more melee damage and then it gets split into blunt. Again, I'm trying to get my dumb camera out of the way. Blunt, slashing, or piercing. And I'll put this down so you guys can see. The last one is also 0.375. Okay. So that's the melee damage bonus. From strength, you can go over here. This is damage to AI, NPCs and stuff. Damage to ritual pets. This is 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. 1%. 1%, 1%. How much does that add up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 extra damage to ritual pets, and then the same thing to dominated pets, the same thing to tamed pets, and also to untamed AI. I wonder if that includes human monsters. It just, the way that's worded, it feels like animals, but maybe not. And this goes AI, AI, AI. This continues up here. Okay. So you can specify your damage. There's also one more branch from the strength tree as well. More carry weight. Interesting. Okay. Carry weight, carry weight, carry. Oh, free. Yeah, free carry weight, carry weight. And then it breaks. It continues to go up to free armor weight, free armor weight, free armor weight, free armor weight. That's cool. And then down here, even more carry weight. So that's interesting. That's more strength stuff. So that's a strength tree. Now we have the intelligence tree, and again, I believe this is for everybody. More mana, 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 and then there's a break. It continues over this way to mana. That's more mana. And then from here, it broke 3 times. Actually, I should say broke 4 times. So the first one more mana regen. That's what all these are. This one is minimum mana regeneration. That's interesting. So for people that want to wear heavy armor, that raises the floor of the mana regeneration. That's nice. And then this one, let's see what this is now. Reduce your mana cost of all spells. Interesting. And that goes to here, and then it breaks once again. This continues, more mana cost, but then it breaks, looks like 4 more times. Wow. Less ecumenical mana cost. Is that what all this is? Yep. Less ecumenical mana cost. Less elementalism mana cost. Less spiritism mana cost. Not seeing any damage though. That's unfortunate. But I am seeing less mana cost. And then finally, necromancy mana cost. And I wonder if that applies to, well, you would, yeah, I was just wondering if it would apply to necromancy pets, but not ritual pets, but necromancy pets. Of course it would. And then, let's see. That was this one. There's a whole another one down here after intelligence. More spell power. Spell power. Okay, this is good. More damage and such. And then this splits off 5 ways. This is once again even more spell power. This goes to ecumenical spell power specifically. And I'm seeing a trend. Elementalism spell power, spiritism spell power, and necromancy spell power. So again, I'll just do this just to make sure there isn't any hidden goofiness here, but these are all apparently the various kinds of spell power. Okay. So now down here, I think we got everything right. Yeah. So now we have strength and intelligence and this middle tree done with the action points. Now over here, we have constitution. So let's start with this. This is more health. And again, I'm just going to wing by these to make sure they're all, there's no surprises. This is even more health. And then up here, health passively regenerated. That's nice. I like that. And then resistance to all AI, damage resistance, cool. Even more damage resistance from untamed AI. Again, I'm seeing a trend here. You can fork off and be specific about what you want to fight. Or damage resistance from tamed pets. Or dominated pets. That's interesting. I wonder if, like, I feel like domination is least taken. More people take taming or ritualism. I wonder if domination will, like, start to take a little bump in how many people use it because of this. I bet you less people will take those resistances. I don't know. Anyway, more physical resistance. And then the branches, more pierce resistance. More slashing resistance. This is interesting because blunt damage is considered kind of difficult to get. Blunt damage resistance, excuse me. So that is a little interesting. That's the way to do it. This is more blunt way out here. Scroll back in. I think that's all from there. And then, so then we have 2 more branches from Constitution. This one, magic damage resist. Oh, this is going to be what your lightning rod, Thursars and such are going to take, right? But it does break into ecumenical, elementalism, spiritism, and necromancy. No surprises here. This is all what you would expect. Interesting. And then there's one more constitution that we didn't look at. Make sure you guys can see it. Thirst regeneration. That's cool. So you can use potions faster. Neat. Okay. Or use potions more often, I should say. I guess it's the same thing. Down here, dexterity. What's happening here? Movement speed. Neat. Weak spot chance. That's interesting. Okay, and then what is this one? Marksmanship. Weak spot chance. Interesting. This is almost weird that it's the same thing, but it splits. But regardless. So just because I've always had an interest in archery, although it's been really off meta, you could get 1, 2, 3, an extra 4% weak spot chance, which isn't nothing. And then on top of that, assuming they stack, an extra 10% marksmanship weak spot chance, which means hitting them in the head, I believe. So it's not a ton, but it's also not nothing. Down here we have less fall damage, more jump height. I kind of like the more jump height. You can do a lot of goofy things in this game if you can jump high. Get to some areas that seem like they should be unobtainable. That's kind of cool. Also, my horse is growing stronger, guys, just so you know. Anyway, more stamina. All the way to the end, more stamina. Yeah, and then it branches here. What's going on? I have to zoom out to see this. More stamina regen. And just looks like more stamina regen. It forks for some reason, even though it gives you the same thing. And then there's one more dexterity. Less bow sway. That's neat. I wonder if that allows you to, how much does that do? Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 10. 10% less bow sway. So you can take slightly less of the controlled riding, aiming technique, mounted archery, those sorts of things. Although you wouldn't take less mounted archery and archery, right? Because that's damage too. But the controlled aiming and aiming technique, you could take a little less. That's cool. We also have action point pool. Now this might be human. I believe from here to here is human. We won't know until we switch characters. But I believe that's the case. Let's start over here. Human. 10% longer duration of your human war cry. And a faster cooldown. 5%. You see that on screen? Okay. The war cry for magic damage resistance, adding more magic damage resistance. I'm not the world's greatest PvP player, but I wonder if these get used much. I don't on my human. The war cry has a longer duration. 50% longer duration isn't nothing. It looks like there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's not nothing. Human war cry. Are these the same? What am I missing here? Damage resistance. These are the same, exactly. You think that's a bug or just a placeholder? It's weird that these are the same. Mental power cooldown. Is it the same thing? Oh, actually, no, they're not. Okay, we had to look at these a little closer. Hold on. Human war cry duration. War cry cooldown. That's all that is. More magic damage resistance. Okay. And longer duration. Cooldown, more damage resistance, and a longer duration. This one is mental power cooldown. Human war cry cooldown. Okay. Mental power damage resistance. And longer duration. I think this is because they have two very similar war cries. Maybe that's what's going on there. And then anyway, then humans break down into the various stats. So in other words, constitution, +1/+1, +2 raw, +1/+1 dex, +2 raw, +1/+1 strength, +2 raw, +1/+1 psych, +2 raw, +1/+1 int, +2 raw. And now minimum mana regen, essentially making cleric even better. +5 mana regen, +0.5 minimum mana regen, all the way down. I don't know if you need cleric to take that, but it's kind of the same thing. Mana regeneration penalty threshold. Excuse me, it's running the more I need coffee. Mana regeneration, even if you're wearing armor, 0.1 kilogram. Nice. It's great. I like that a lot, a real lot. And again, minimum mana regeneration, which I would assume essentially does the same thing. Kind of, it lowers your floor, raises your floor. It's early, guys. Action point pool. Again, I get the impression that this is human only. Action point, action point, action point, action point, action point, action point. Over here we have action point, action point, action point, action point, action point. And then over here, action point, action point, action point, action point, action point. You get so many action points as a human. Bananas. Okay. I was going to make another video, but you just want to see all of the pools? Want to do it all at once? I'll just do it. Whatever. We can wait. Can you wait? Let's do it. Hopefully this doesn't delete my character on live or I will cry. I have to write my name. Bye. I kind of want to do Alarin next. Someone has the name Bard? Keithy. I think this should just work. Nice. Okay, so what didn't change? Strength. I'm just gonna buzz through these. Looks all the same. All this. Unless I'm missing something, the middle center all looks the same. These all look the same. These all look the same. Is this Dex? This all looks the same. Okay, here we go. These look different. Alarin, Warcry duration. Cooldown. Movement speed increases your movement speed even more with this Warcry. Amazing. And longer duration too. Nice. That's really good for the fasty boys. Runner's high, again, longer duration, less cooldown. More movement speed. These guys are gonna be flying. Longer duration. Nice. More con. Oh, that's interesting. So they do get this, but humans get more. They get more raw. So +1 con. +1, +1, +1, +1 raw. +1, +1, +1 raw. Oh, hang on. No, this is different. +1, +1, +1 con. +1, +1, +4 dex. Everything else is +1, +1, +2 raw psych. +1 raw int. More mind shield. More magic damage resistance. Mind shield. Hang on. Hold please. Mind shield. Mind shield. Let me get that on screen. Reduce all incoming magic damage by 25% for a short time. Does anybody take this? I mean, maybe the PvP people do. I didn't even know this was a clade. Let's continue. More mind shield. Damage resistance increased. Longer duration. And cooldown. Kind of the ongoing theme here. What's this last one? Alarin sight. Faster cooldown. Blank. Okay. Blank. Okay. And Alarin sight, faster cooldown. Now, we don't know what these are, but I will say that Henrik on stream think it was in Lourdes's stream or Zero's stream. It was Zero Killer's stream, if you know that streamer. He said, I said our Elvarian's going to be able to wield bigger bows due to having a buff to their bow strength clades. And he said, yes. Maybe I'll put it, yeah. You just trust me. He said that. So let's pretend that these are bow strength clades. And now there are two. There's two missing, right? And there's also two clades. Archer's shoulder and Archer's arm. And the way that they work is give you 10 strength over your strength without penalty. 10 bow strength essentially over your strength ability. So if that's still the case, if this was a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe it'd be plus 1 per. I would hope for more, but you would think, can't think it'd be 0.5. That would be useless. Maybe 0.1, or rather be 1. So you'd hope so. I would hope so. Plus 2 or more would be amazing, but you gotta assume it's at least 1. Probably per each of those clades. Who knows? Okay. So that's Elvarin. Elvarins are going to be fast. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Next up, let's see what I found. I guess do Thursar next. We kind of did this on stream a little bit, but, or should I say on Henrik's stream, but let's see. Let's go a little slower. He kind of buzzed through it really quick. Humans get so many points. Holy moly. Just silly how many points he gets. Okay. Again, just buzzing through this in case I see anything that makes me go, oh, that's different. But this all looks the same, which means like the changes would come down here. Okay, Thursar Warcry. Faster cooldown, no surprise. A melee damage bonus. And longer duration, no surprises there. Here, Lifesteal, longer duration, faster cooldown. Haith. Hold on a second, guys. Haith. Also, I don't know what just happened to the background there. Health is how it's pronounced in American English. Health gained from damage increased. And the buff lasts longer. Again, you kind of expected that. Here we go again. Constitution. 1, 1, raw 1. Dex. 1, 1, 1 raw dex. Strength. 1, 1, 4 raw strength. Wow. Psych. 1, 1, 2 raw psych. Intelligence. 1, 1, 1 raw intelligence. Battle cry. Longer duration. No surprise. 1 strength. 1 strength. 1 strength. 1 strength. 1 strength. And then finally, faster cooldown. Last one is adrenaline, longer duration. Continues all the way down here. And then finally, healing received. There you go. And then last but not least, faster cooldown. So that's Thursar. It's going to make your health steals even better and makes you even slap harder with the increase of the strength. Also, giving every Thursar an extra +4 strength is going to be real good. Real good. Let's see. Let's go find us a Oghmir. Furry boy. Furry gal. Furry gal. Okay, so once again, we're expecting the top half to be the same. No differences there. And I'm sure it's going to buff the war cries or whatever. Again, I'm just going to spin through this. This is what you'd expect. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. So what do we get down here? Oghmir war cry. Cooldown. No kidding. Like everything else. Physical damage resistance increase. Longer duration. Longer duration of rock solid. Okay. More physical damage resistance to rock solid. Longer duration of rock solid. Is rock solid? That's not the one where you're standing still, right? I don't know Oghmir clade. Which one's rock solid? I don't know the Oghmir clades as well. Did I miss it? I assumed it'd be one of the last ones, but maybe it's not. Looks like maybe it's not. Is it one of these? The hell? Am I going too fast? What's going on here? Rock solid. Here we go. So this is a buff. Strengthen your muscles, reducing all incoming damage while standing still. I didn't realize this was. I thought this was an always-on thing, but I guess it's an ability, like a war cry kind of thing. Okay. Well, there you go. I guess I don't know the Oghmir ones that well. Anyway, that's this rock solid. Okay. Now, con +4 con 1 +1 dex 1 +1 strength 1 2 psych 1 raw intelligence. That's interesting that they don't give Oghmirs more intelligence, because I know a lot of Oghmir mages. They're going to be pissed. Inhale health reserve drain. Gotcha. I think this is using their crack pipe, right? Less health reserve drain. That's nice for them. More health per tick. That's really nice. I like that a lot. And then a faster cooldown. More carry weight. Oh, equipoise. Even more knockdown resistance. I wonder if between balance and this, if you can not get knocked off due to earthquake. Wow, that would be amazing if you could do that. Anyway, more carry weight. No surprise there. And then finally, more slashing and pierce resistance. An extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So an extra 1%. Doesn't sound like a lot. Maybe it is. The only thing I want to double check before I let you guys go is I went through this a little quick with the 5 stats on the bottom. And it wasn't until I got to Alarin, the second one, that I realized that like it's not 1, 1, 2, like 1 strength, 1 max strength. The others, if I remember correctly, were all. Let me get in here. Hang on. I can't talk and type. We're all +1 +2 raw psych. Everyone had that, and then they also had +4 of like their stats. So the Alvarins were, in other words, +1 raw strength, +2 raw psych, +4 dex. Oghmir is +4 raw con, and Thursar +4 raw strength. And everyone had +2 raw psych. For humans, though, it looks like they have +2 raw everything. So to say it again, I'm saying this in the worst way possible. Everyone in the game has +2 raw psych. Everyone, period. Humans have +2 raw everything. Everyone else has +1 raw everything and +4 raw 1 thing. Alvarins have dex, Oghmirs have con, and Thursars have strength. So that anyway, that's the mastery gift tree, guys. What do you think? Let me know. The big question is, what were those hidden Alarin ones? I'm hoping it's bow strength. And yeah, if you like this video, let me know. Again, I was covering Reign of Guilds, taking a break from that game, checking out Mortal Online 2. So far, I'm really loving it. Let me know what you think about this video, and let me know if you want me to show you anything else or explain how this game works at all. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, guys.